day, good day, good day. Welcome to Tech Talk. My name is Chet Davis, your technology tutor. Today on the program, I wanted to take a moment and explore what your ideal email signature should look like, should hold, right? So a lot of us are still using email, even though there's all kinds of tools to connect with our customers, with our clients, with friends, with family, with prospects, with people who are in our tribe we connect with on social media, especially if you're an expert and author. You have a lot of followers, perhaps a growing number of followers. Maybe you're just starting out and you want to know how to connect better. Well, there's those other means, and really what's important to understand is that each service or each way to connect with people has a different kind of culture, has a different kind of expectation. I won't say set of rules, but has a different best way to work in that realm, in that service. And email remains one of the optimum ways for folks to connect, especially for those experts and authors. You're trying to connect with folks who you can provide great value and service to. Maybe you can provide a workshop or a keynote presentation. Maybe you've released a new book and you want to come out and share and have a book talk, have a book signing, what have you. And email is different. Email still, even though a lot of our written word, the spoken word we have, but the written words have been modified by texting, by a lot of the shortcuts, LOL. And email still, we want to make sure we respect the culture. And what I've seen is a lot of colleagues who have email signatures, the thing you put at the end of your email that are not the best use case. So here's what I want to suggest after doing a bunch of research and using technology myself for more than 30 years. I wanted to pass this along to you for your consideration. Now, nobody should tell you what's perfect for you. Nobody should tell you what's right for you. But today I want to open up the idea of, maybe we should consider this fact. Maybe we should be aware, because if you have something in your email signature and you don't know why it's there, then it's time to revisit, to examine it. So most folks would heartily agree that your email signature should contain your name, your company or organization that you're with, and some way to reach out and connect with you. Now, some folks have what looks like a litany of information in an email signature. Way too much information. And some folks have so many options there that it's not clear what you want the recipient, the person reading your email, to do. Email really should be crafted just like a short video, or just like an ad on Facebook. In other words, if you're the person that's creating that email signature, you want to make it very clear what the recipient should do for next steps, what we call a call to action, or CTA, the call to action. Oh, I'm so excited to connect with Chet. What do I need to do? I need to go to his website. For my email signature, I have my name, I have my company name, I have my website. Depending on the person that I'm reaching out with, I can have my telephone number as well, my mobile phone number. I don't put that out to anybody. I choose who I put that out to, which brings up an interesting point. I recommend, and a lot of folks do as well, have separate email signatures depending on who the recipient is. In other words, do you want to broadcast your mobile number, your mobile telephone number, so that anybody who's bought your book or anybody that's been in an audience can reach out and call you on your mobile number day and night? Be aware of that, because if you're working across multiple time zones domestically, let alone internationally, you may have people calling you at all hours of the day and night. I have had that. I regularly do webinars that span between 8 and I think the most has been 11 different time zones. So I'm very careful, very thoughtful about my telephone number, because they're going to call me when it's business hours, but their business hours might be my middle of the night and sleeping hours. So I'm very cautious about that. And I recommend you as well. So again, think about who the recipient is. Think about what you want to provide them and how you want them to reach out to you. So simple suggestion again, your first and last name, the company you're with, depending on the organization, your title. Okay? If you're, the promotions director, if you're the booking manager, if you're the director of HR, you probably want to have your title in there so people know how to respond to you appropriately. If you're a solopreneur, if you're the owner of your own business and it's just you or a small number, you might just leave out the title. That's what I do. Now, the other thing to include is, the debate goes on as far as images. Some people say put a headshot, put your professional headshot in there, very, very small, so people can connect and see who they're talking about. The eye contact can be terribly important. That's why video works so well. Some people would advocate, instead of a headshot, putting your company or corporate logo in there. But a lot of people say don't do both, because then it starts to get cluttered. And that's one of the biggest complaints people have about email signatures. Clutter, 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 clutter. Way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. So keep it minimal. Let the folks know, what it is you want them to respond to, what the call to action is. And along with that, I've seen some people who put their they'll have their email address, and some people say, yeah, put the email address, and other people say it's duplicate, because they're receiving an email. They already have your email address. Even if your email is forwarded, the address will almost always be forwarded as well. So something to be intentional about. I do include mine. Again, so I include my email address, my website, depending on the person, the phone number. Now, I choose to put a slogan. My brand, my slogan at Your Technology Tutor is, I love to teach, come learn with me. I love to teach, come learn with me, which is really a brand statement. I do love to teach. People say I'm a great teacher, and I want you to come and learn with me. It might be through my latest book. It might be through a face-to-face workshop. It might be in one of my online classes. It might be visiting my blog and watching me on Facebook Live like this. So I agree with a lot of folks that say, be careful, be thoughtful, be intentional. I wouldn't put slogans from famous people. Even though that means a lot to you, it's not directly from you. If it's not your quote, if you're not famous for it, people say, don't brand yourself that way. I know you're aligning yourself with a thought that you enjoy, that you agree with, but it's not from you. So avoid putting long quotes from famous people. The other thing to be aware of is, don't be putting animated GIFs on there, cute things, funny things, borders and patterns with flowers, cute small animals with big eyes, all that kind of stuff. I get that that's nice, but in the realm of business, avoid that for a couple reasons. One, it's non-essential. It's not part of the solid communication. The other thing is, for some people, depending on their internet speed, it can take a while to download, and it may not download at all. It might show a question mark, unavailable. So you want to make sure the process is as smooth as possible. Okay, let me show you one thing here. I want to pop over to show you this website, and there's a couple different websites that provide for this. And what this is, it is a signature generator. So let me just walk you through. If you're looking to create a professional looking signature and do it, relatively easily, and there's a number of these out there. Some of them you need to subscribe to, and they can update it, and they let you know who's clicked on the links, etc. This is a free one. It's from the company HubSpot, HubSpot.com. I'll have the link, the direct link to this page in the notes below the show. But you do have to put in your email address and click OK at the end, and they'll start sending you some promotional literature, but you can opt out of that, right? But and I don't get paid. This is not an affiliate link. They haven't asked me to do this. I came across this and I wanted to share it with you. So what you do is you put in your information relative to what it is you want to include in your email signature. Now you'll see the email signature pops up over here. See this right here? So it has Chet Davis, and it has my fake phone number, by the way. So I did put a telephone number there, but it's not my real one. And here's my email address, right? And you could put job title, okay? Company name. Let's go ahead and put the company name there. Your Technology Tutor. And see how it pops up over here? Right there. So it's a live preview. You could put a physical address, but for me that's not important. I would say put a physical address if you have a brick and mortar store, if you have a brick and mortar place of business, a restaurant, a retail shop, and you want folks to be able to drive there and find you. If not, leave it out. Now, the other thing is we could put a photo in here. Okay, so I have pre-selected an image. So I could select this photo. And by putting in the link or the website address, it puts a very large photo in there. But I want to pick a more appropriate sized photo. So I'm intentionally showing you the difference here. You want to be thoughtful and careful about appropriate sizes. So I have seen people with very large images like that. That's something you want to avoid because it's like, whoa, it's like you're yelling. It's like all caps. It's like shouting in someone's face. Not an appropriate thing to do. So nice, clean headshot. And then we have the option here of putting in our social connections. So I'm going to come over here, and that's why I have my Chet Davis Tech Tutor Facebook page open, so I can just quickly grab the link and see how there's no Facebook over here. Instead, there's LinkedIn. I have my Twitter account, and I have my Instagram account. And as soon as I put in the link from Facebook, watch what pops up over there. See, now there's a Facebook link. So you have the links to your social connections. Very, very cool. Now, for those of you who are authors, or maybe you're a presenter, an expert, a speaker, and you've got an upcoming workshop series, what you could do is there is a button here called CTA, or Call to Action. And you can see I've written here, my book is now available. Click to order. And then you can put in the link here to your Amazon order page. And when folks click here, it'll take them directly to that. So you don't have to have that. We can take that out, and you see it goes away. It only pops up if you use it. And you can totally customize that. Now my corporate colors are blue, so I would go with more of a blue link. It's quick and easy to change. You can change the link as well here of the text inside. Okay, and then you get to choose whether the text is normal text, bold text, serif, etc. So you get a lot of different options here. Isn't that cool? And again, if you don't want these things, the nice thing is you can just remove them and take them out. And then you have the ability to kind of customize how that looks. So you can put your photo on the top. You can put the photo underneath. You can put the photo side by side. Okay? And you'll see a lot of signatures this way. So I've got a nice headshot here with my pertinent information over here. Now, again, be thoughtful, be intentional of the link of all the information you're including, because we want to make it very easy, very clear what we want the audience to do, what we want the recipients to do, the folks that are receiving your email. We want to make it very clear what we want them to do if they want to reach out and contact you. Okay, that's it for today's Tech Talk with Chet Davis. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I want to show you a free page, a free website, a free tool that will enable you to easily and creatively create photo collages online. Maybe you need to make a photo collage for your blog, for a web post for your Facebook page. Maybe you need to make a collage and you're going to include this in your next book, in your ebook. Maybe it's a collage and you're building your next presentation, your next keynote speech. That's tomorrow on the program, 6:45 a.m. Pacific, 9:45 Eastern. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this page so you'll be alerted on Facebook when I have the next available content to help you be more successful, more creative, and more secure using today's technology tools. Chet Davis, your technology tutor, saying bye for now. Go out there and make it a great day.